Hi, my name is Kailai Chen, and I'm currently the co-founder, and I actually serve as the product manager at Testany. So I actually work closely with our architects, our DevOps engineers, and QA teams to shape the overall direction of our Testany platform. So speak of Testany platform, this is a, let's say, SaaS-based test automation management platform. So my role I think involves aligning product features with customer needs, overseeing the development roadmap, and ensuring every feature and functionality meets the demands of enterprise customers. So yeah, of course, I'm involving, I think, design and development of the authorization system. Typically, our customers are large enterprise, so they have high bar for the security, for the compliance, and definitely for the authorization and authentication. So when we started our product back to like 2 years ago, we actually won't like to build a in-house solution that to tackle this authorization and security challenges. But actually, we gave up very quick because we think that it's not our expertise and it will never be our core competency from a testing management or test automation management platform. So that's the reason that we started to look for suitable solutions and suitable products and to meet the needs not only from ourselves but also from our customers. Right. So actually our architect actually led the survey and he evaluated quite a few different solutions from the open source solutions like OPA and OpenFGA and to some other vendors. He listed a very specific, very clear metrics that how we should measure these vendors or these solutions. And he said that the first, we need a SaaS delivery because we don't want to have a very heavy infrastructure just for the authorization. And second is it has to have more flexible and granularity solution than RBAC. RBAC we tried and it doesn't meet our needs. And three is it should have or it need to have a hybrid model because we running different cloud. We running on AWS, we running on Azure, and more importantly, all these infrastructures local in China, not in the US, not in Europe. So if every single like permission check call goes from China to US and back to China, it definitely cannot accept it. That's the third point. And the fourth, of course, it need to meet the security and the compliance. I think we decided to go with ABAC attribute based first. So that's the first thing that we decided to go because it's more flexible, more gradually, and more meet our requirements, and it has such potential that we can do more flexible things that to give the customer the flexibility that to control their access. And we think that permit that is the best fit to our measurements. Luckily for us that we made the right decision. We evaluated two options. One is the hybrid model and the other is the 100% local model. So like I said, that the 100% local model is probably too heavy for us because we don't want to be another authorization solution company or something. So hybrid model is quite fit for us, especially that we deploy PDPs locally in our Kubernetes clusters and to do the query check. That is the solution that we decide, and it took us like 1.5 man months to 2 man months. I think that's give or take to implement the whole solution in our environments. And I must say, because that at that time our product, our SaaS has already go production and the users had already are using it, so it's kind of like that switch the engine while the plane is still flying. So I think the whole process is quite straightforward, at least from my perspective, product manager perspective. It's quite smooth. And when the cutoff day came, the customers actually they didn't feel anything. Didn't feel anything wrong or anything not good, and suddenly they have a more flexible solution, and the admins from users, tenants, they can do more control and access. So they are very happy about that. One of the core concepts of our product, our platform, is we encourage the collaboration and sharing across different teams, across different developers and QAs. So we need them to they can access as much as possible the resources they need, but don't actually give them over permissions. And the RBAC, it's a more fixed solution. If you for example, if you are a developer and in different projects, you are always as a developer, and you have the access levels for the developer. But the reality in the real world is probably that in one project or in one team, you are the developer. But for the other projects and other teams, maybe you are QA, or maybe you are admin, or maybe you have more other responsibilities. So from the attribute perspective, maybe it's oversimplified. For example, from your location, from your team size, or from other attributes, that the admins can more flexible and more gradually to control that who can access what kind of levels. So basically, we have lists, we have view, we have edit, we have execute, we have admin. So these different right levels, and it can be assembled like Lego, that in different attributes persons. Currently, I myself own the permission matrix, and I have to say it's quite straightforward and quite easy for use. Just do some very little creation work, create some resource or create some different attributes, and then check or uncheck, and the work is done. Yeah, and in the future, we even want to open this kind of work to the tenant admin of our customers. Like other SaaS companies, we have a whole bunch of developers, and we just want to focus on our core competencies, which is making the testing more easier, more automated for our customers. So we are so glad that we can use Permit.io solution, and for I just mentioned, 1.5 man months to 2 months, give or take. If we would do it from ourselves, at least it's probably 1 main year or even more and I'm afraid maybe the solution is not as good as Permit. From our customers' perspective, they are actually happy with the authorization solution, because Permit has the SOC stuff, all the certificates. And in the future, we would like to push this kind of permit access or the authorization control work to the customer side to decide that what kind of access level that they can give to who, and even to create more and more different roles. That, I think, is a crucial step, because when our customer numbers are growing, the requirements are very various. From the product ourselves, that's not our let's say top priority to meet this kind of different or variant requirements from different customers. So let them do the work that they want to do. I think that's a next step. The team gave us quite great response, and also they are very experienced, they are very technical, and discuss questions with our technical team, our RT, very well. And overall speaking, I think the experience of the customer support is very good. And especially go back to the early days, I think even the head and the product head or tech head of Permit.io, they also probably rotate on the customer support calls. So we have the opportunity to talk directly with them. They're very good experience. I think for the potential users who want to build their product, own platform, or own services, and they have their own expertise they have their own core competency. Horizontally speaking, authorization actually is a topic that you cannot go away, right? So choose a professional and choose a very easy to work with platform or a service like I think Permit.io. I think it can save your time and save your money.